So here's what I found at Rotary International. I found over 1 million people separated into 35,000 clubs all over the world, dedicated to service above self, to solving real problems, all as volunteers. And I said, this is what I want to be part of. And so I established a project, and that project is called H2OpenDoors, a funny mashup, but H2O meaning water technology, and open doors meaning opportunity, because that technology is robust enough that you can put a village, a school, a hospital in the developing world into the business of selling water, and all the profits that they make on the sale of that water goes back to the social services of the community. The next thing I wanted to have us focus on was dignity, basic human dignity. There's nothing dignified in seeing a woman stoop into a river and suck river water through a life straw. Nor is it dignified to see these women vulnerable to rape and to abduction, walking 5 miles a day with water on their heads from the water point. These are things that we had to change. That was an absolute for H2OpenDoors. And so now, 8 years in, we've put in 30 water plants into 11 countries in the developing world. Each plant providing 10,000 people with 2 liters of fresh, safe drinking water every single day for the rest of their life. And what's different about what we do is that these enterprises promote self-reliance. In other words, up to $100,000 a year can be earned by water sales by these communities. All that money going back to their essential social services. So here's our main proposition. The people in the developing world that are rural and poor can't afford bottled water. They just can't. In some cases, 1/3 of what they earn every day is for bottled water. They can't afford that. So we provide the technology to the village to create water of that quality. We use the SunSpring made in Colorado. This is a clean tech, green tech piece of equipment using membranes that takes all the bacteria, all the viruses, and all the cysts out of the water and creates perfect water for people to drink and thrive on. And in addition, because of the water sales, the social services of the village can be met with the money that they earn.
The Masai people are a unique and popular tribe due to their long-preserved culture. Despite modern influences, the Masai people continue their traditional way of life that has made them a symbol of Kenyan culture. The approximately 500,000 Masai people live in southern Kenya and northern Tanzania along the Great Rift Valley. Masai's distinctive culture, dress style, and strategic territory along the game parks of Kenya and Tanzania have made them one of East Africa's most internationally famous tourist attractions. Today, the role of the warrior is to protect their animals from predators, to build kraals, and to provide security to their families. The men are responsible for managing the village and tending to the cattle. The Masai women are responsible for all the domestic tasks, as well as milking cows and traveling extensive distances to collect water.
Some of the women have to walk maybe 6 miles back and forth, some longer. So that's also an impairment to their livelihood, because all the time they spend walking back and forth to get water means they don't have time to do beadwork or any other kinds of work that would help them economically. So yeah, that's huge. And these women are extremely excited because not only are they going to be in charge of the water delivery and how the money is spent, but they're now not having to go long distances to get just a basic need that should be a human right.
Friends of Masai Mara is a community-led and born organization. This organization came to be there courtesy of challenges that are facing our community, and I thought it is prudent for us to do something to help people and wildlife alike. One of the things and the challenge that we've been facing day in, day out is water. And water to the Mara people and to everybody is a need that and the right for everyone to have. So this led us to look around and see what we can do for the community. Through that, we met with John Kaufman, H2OpenDoors, and Michelle Neurenstein, which we brainstormed through their technology how we can help this community. And through that, we had discussion with the community, with the women and the whole community about how to help have this dream come to pass. And one day, when the women were on the river fetching water, and we had a discussion like, what could it be if there is a system or a way you will not come to the river? And they said that would be the best thing that could ever happen to our life. And with no time, many never believed that is coming. And people, elders, government, we work together to really make sure the processes and the women are given an opportunity to work. One very hard thing was to convince the men that this is our all-women-run project. We did and document 7-page together with John on how this is coming to be practically. And we signed together with elders, with all the men from the 20 families, like the 20 families that are represented 20 women group, to have that document stating clearly that men will not interfere on how the women run their business. And within months, this was agreed, and the system arrived with the Rotary Club of 51, District of 5150, and Rotary members from California. We all gathered as a community, and together we launched the first of its kind high-tech, low-maintenance sunspring in the Mara. And we are all delighted. Like now, the whole community of 10,000 people are able and joyfully get safe drinking water from the Mara Center.
They remove the sand from underground like that, and then draw first the dirty water. They do like that. You can see how they are doing. But we normally say this is clean, but it's not. I think it is that water which is coming just from here.
We went to Kenya and we were at the Mara, and this woman came up to me and she said to me, "Do you understand what this means to us?" And I said, "Sure, we're bringing you clean water." And she said to me, "No, you don't really understand. Children have been dragged off by lions and killed. My friend's 2-year-old daughter was there. Other women have been stomped by elephants as they're trying to get water from the rivers too. For us, it's an everyday thing to be able to easily get water from our faucets and from our bathroom. There, it's not anywhere close to what we experience." My heart fell apart at that point, and I knew that what we do there in the Mara is very, very important. We wanted the women to be able to take care of their own families, to not be afraid to go and get water, or to have water brought to them, clean water, water that their children could drink every single day and not die. The women there were so grateful and so proud of the fact that they were going to be in charge of this enterprise. First time ever in the Masai culture that the women would be able to take care of their own families and be able to take care of their own enterprise. We made history, and we're very, very proud of that. Rotary made history, H2OpenDoors made history, and the women of the Masai made history. These women have stepped forward, and they have decided that they were going to take control of their lives and take control of their village and take control of everything that they had in order to make sure that the future was bright for their children. That was very, very powerful. When we installed the water system, the Sunspring water system there in the Mara, the women celebrated, and we celebrated with them.
And when I found the H2OpenDoors expeditions, it was like the perfect solution for me, because I didn't want to just travel for travel's sake, even though I have the means, I have the time now. I wanted to travel and have my traveling make a difference in some way. And so the first one that I went on, I was just hooked, because most travel, you're skimming the surface of a culture or a city just by default. But with the types of trips that John Kaufman organizes, you get intimately involved with the people and the culture that you're visiting. Getting together with a group of people of like mind that you feel so blessed to have so much and really want to find a place where they can do a little something for someone else. And so these trips give you an opportunity to do service work, get your hands dirty, make something happen, and see your dollars, whatever dollars you contribute to a project, you get to see, like, you know, practically instantly that you've made a difference. And so in particular, the Mara experience, it was a chance to leave a legacy. And actually all of these water projects are a chance to leave a legacy. You change the face of the community. You're giving people an opportunity to advance their lives, because without clean water, they're dealing with sickness, and they're dealing with going miles and miles to acquire the water when they could be starting their own little entrepreneurial operation, or their kids could be going to school. But if they have to go get water and they spend most of their day doing that, those opportunities are off the table. So for me, this was just kind of a no-brainer. This is the only kind of travel I would want to do in the future.
My name is Janet Glutch from the Santa Cruz Rotary Club. I'm here today in Kenya. We just planted some bamboo trees. We're here for the opening of the H2OpenDoors water purification system. I grew up in a family where my father very strongly said it's very important for everybody to have what they need before anybody has what they want. So growing up with that and knowing that we're all connected, now that my family has grown, it's my pleasure and privilege to be part of other missions to different countries. I've been to Guatemala twice and to India. Same H2OpenDoors, giving purified water as a sign of hope for people to have a very different life, very different possibilities when they have good health. Good health leads to better education, time spent in other ways. And actually, every year when I have written checks to Rotary, I knew that they did good work, but actually being here and seeing the work that they do, it's a very different experience to know what a difference that Rotary is making in the world, empowering women, bringing health to communities.
The establishment of the Women's Water Enterprise in Telek, Kenya, included the development of a water plant that incorporates a Sunspring hybrid water purification system. Manufactured in Colorado by Innovative Water Technologies, the Sunspring produces over 20,000 liters a day to a quality standard exceeding that of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Interested in learning more about H2OpenDoors expeditions throughout the world? Read Long Walk on a Dry Road, available on Amazon and Audible.